Okay, this take might be crossing the line of optimism into insanity, but hear me out. Obviously, recently, this last week on Jets Twitter, OTAs, the beat reporting a lot of interceptions thrown by quarterback one, Zach Wilson. But I'm going to make an argument that interceptions thrown early throughout the summer are to be expected and actually might be a good thing and a good moment of growth for a young quarterback. Look, something people often forget about OTAs and practices in general. Now, I'm not going to go full Allen Iverson mean and say we talk about practice. No, practice obviously matters. How you prepare for games is probably the second most important thing about your team besides your level of talent. Now, practices in August and on matter much more than practices in June. But there's an important note that we should keep in mind so that we can look at practice and reports about practice through a constructive lens. And that is this. We saw the pictures earlier this week of Sauce Gardner rocking the pink oven mitts. So he doesn't get grabby. It forces him to use his feet and not his hands. So coaches often will put these handicaps on a player's game to force them to improve. Now with Sauce, it's obvious. He's got the mitts. But there's plenty of other players who are under directives to alter their approach, to step out of their comfort zone in practice, which may hinder their performance or the appearance, the optics of their performance to reporters, but it's actually developing their game. Another example could be, say there's an edge rusher, right? Has a really nasty swim move. He's got it down pat. The coaches might say, hey, next 2 weeks, dude, lose the swim move. You can't use it. You have to use your bull rush or your outside rush. Now the beat's writing, hey, player so-and-so isn't getting to the quarterback as often the last 2 weeks. What gives? But really, he's developing his game. He's working on his bag. And bringing it back to quarterback, I would be willing to wager that Zach Wilson's directive for this coaching staff throughout this summer is going to be, dude, let it rip. Because last year, he protected the ball pretty well for a rookie. He really did. I'd argue that he wasn't aggressive enough with the football. He was too hesitant, right? A lot of sacks that were taken. Number two's got to wear a lot of those for holding onto the ball too long. Or oftentimes hesitates, the window closes, has to roll out, throw it away, the play breaks down. And then when the veterans came in, we saw, hey, there were some windows in this Michael LaFleur offense, but Zach Wilson just didn't have the experience yet or the confidence to find these windows because Zach Wilson is still learning what it means and what it looks like and it feels like for a wide receiver to be open at the NFL level. Because being open at BYU is your wide receiver going like this, 20 yards away from any defender and basically catching your pass like a punt for a wide open touchdown. That's not life in the NFL. So Zach Wilson, he's going to have to see it, feel it, muscle memory in practice. He's going to say, okay, that window, boom, I squeezed that in. This window, man, got picked off by my safety. It's necessary growing pains. I'm not worried about it at all. In fact, I'd argue that throwing some more interceptions and being more aggressive, learning the feel of NFL windows is a good thing for quarterback Zach Wilson. Thank you for watching. Go Jets.